action and
Here we are.
action.
Look. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry, 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 merry Christmas. It's gonna
I'd
be a Trump Christmas. It's gonna be a Trump for four
like to
years.
say this. This is your last Christmas, Evil. We got you.
That I like that, Joe. Joe, Joe. You know what Joe says to me? He goes, he's telling us like telling me what he misses because Lucille isn't there, his son's not there. And he's like, I miss the tamales. They used to make green tamale, was it?
Red and green. No,
Red and green, the chili tamales. So
yes.
he's like, I really miss it. I'm like, Joe, I miss them too, but I don't eat meat anymore. He goes, oh, you still intake meat. You just don't swallow it. I was like, is this the same man I've known since 2017? Where did that come from, Joe?
She
That's
made me.
my kind
Would
of
you like it?
joke.
Hey,
I
God.
was like,
I don't know where it came from, people.
Merry Christmas, people, That's,
I
I
don't.
guess it has to be, the birth of us of the Savior for you to get these jokes on.
Yeah, that was funny. It
It
was
was funny, but I'm like still in shock. I was like, no, he didn't. Like I couldn't even laugh because he didn't say that. No, not our Joe. Not
I
clown
know.
rags, He used to no. Anyhow,
And I did. Sorry.
you should really say,
There are a lot of people there.
you know what? Before we start anything, since there's probably before I share and everything,
Mhm.
read what Bill said. Explain for. So this is what I went on yesterday alone. I wanted to talk about some conspiracies. People are in a little weird moods. There's a lot to that. There's so much happening, my friends.
Yeah,
So much. And I was, gives me the shivers how right I was about yesterday.
yeah.
But so I went on alone and I said a few things, but I talked about John Denver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go on, read
Mm-hmm.
what
You did. And a friend of ours says, his
a
name is Bill
friend.
Black 7777. He says, Dear Carolyn, we are so much on the same page. I love the work you do. I adore you and always have. Uh, he says we
Thank you,
have a
Bill.
guy here at Arnold Palmer Regional Airport. He's
Pilot,
an airplane pilot.
a pilot.
And he says over there at the Arnold Palmer Regional Airport, a guy there has an important position, and he is commonly known as the special ed.
Special ed,
They're located in Pittsburgh, and he says that Vincent Fusca is,
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, guys, where
he's
Vincent
friends
Fusca
with
is.
Vincent Fusca. That guy that he knows at the airport is friends with Vincent Fusca,
Right.
and he
Small world.
says without a doubt Fusca is John Denver.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
says, so glad to hear we are
So
in
happy
total
he's
agreement
alive.
again. I am thinking many people thought dead are very much alive like you. And why not Rush Limbaugh?
Rush is dead because Rush was probably Jim Morrison, and he did his. He knew he
Mhm.
probably had I hate to say it, but he probably had a military tribunal,
Right.
and he did bad back before he hit his 30s, right? They all disappeared at 27. How does that happen, friends? It's not some kind of club. The 27, even Kurt Cobain, I think, was 27. And there's a couple of others nowadays that were 27. That's the good guys getting them before they do any more evil. So it's fair to say that maybe he repented as Rush Limbaugh. These are just conspiracies. I've looked at Rush as a young man. they both have very wide certain um there's like seven different faces, and usually there's three or four common, like oval he they have very wide faces even when they're thinner. So it's very they're low jawbones and such. It can be. These people, as plastic surgery has been around for a very long time. It doesn't take much. Um, John Denver did not go into plastic surgery. He went into hiding somewhere in Pennsylvania. Probably in the deep for, I mean, like if you look behind us, that's what Pennsylvania looks like. That's that's the Dutch areas of Pennsylvania. He could have been anywhere up there hiding. Nobody would ever know. Um, Jesus. I'm so glad. I loved him. I cried when he died. There's a few people. Michael Landon, man, he hit me hard because who didn't love Little Joe?
Exactly.
Every show the man did was consideration on human life. They gave
Yes,
you
it was.
morals
Mhm.
and values
He protected
and
his
bes
big brother. Little Joe did. He protected Haas.
yeah, poor Haas. He died
Yeah,
relatively young, I think in his
yeah.
40s. They were all very young. All right.
But
Good.
anyway.
Thank you, Bill. And thank you for watching the show. And thank
Hmm.
you for loving me so much. I love you too, but I can't have you in my life right now because you bother the fuck out of me. So we'll just leave it at that. Um,
Merry
and that's
Christmas,
it.
Unhuman. She
Merry
says,
Christmas,
just call.
Sarah.
She just says, calling in to say Merry Christmas, guys. It's Christmas Day here, and I have family everywhere I'm hosting. Great. Have a wonderful, beautiful
Enjoy
day.
it.
Thanks
She
for chiming
believes
in.
Sarah's just hanging around to be friends with us, and I love that because she knows a lot of it. I
Hmm.
mean, she might not know the news, but she knows her Australian news, I'm sure.
A lot of this shit has to be proven. It has to be shown. People have to
Well,
know what they did.
it's nice to know that there are others that believe, and that's very
Yes.
big. That's why I keep saying there has to be about 1 billion of us by now.
Yeah. We have proof. There's proof.
There's tons of proof.
Tons of proof.
It's just people aren't looking at it as proof.
I'm saying, no, that can't happen. No way. These guys could never do that to us. And yet they are.
They did.
They
They aren't
are. They
anymore.
did.
They did.
They did. And
You know,
now look.
tonight would be my Christmas. We didn't celebrate Christmas Day as much as we did Christmas Eve. We opened our gifts after dinner. When we were younger, we waited till later. My parents would make us wait, but as we got older, we just did it after Christmas, kind of after dinner and got it over with. So you miss your tamales. I miss, like, I don't know. We have very strange traditions. Then there's Little Christmas. You ever hear of Little Christmas? They explain Little Christmas as Irish, and it's like January 6th is Little Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it comes. I don't know, but I thought it was Eastern European, but they say it's from the Spaniards and the Germanic and the Irish. I'm like, really? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't do much, but when my nephew was born, we would put up a stocking. So he'd have an extra little stocking on January 6th. I thought we celebrated January 7th.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look into that and see why there's a little Christmas. It should be
Well,
an Eastern European Pope.
we we used to have one thing that we used to do when I was young that
Or
they don't do anymore at all. I mean, everybody would be fucking scared to do this now. But every Christmas Eve, everybody on like on our street, everybody, somebody would cook. We have a favorite dish here called pasole, and I don't know if you guys know what it is or if you know what menudo is. Menudo is
Noodle.
tripe.
It was a boy
Menudo,
band.
menudo,
Just kidding. Just sounded like,
menudo
I'm
is
sorry.
tripe. Okay, and
Oh, oh,
it's a favorite here, but pasoli is different. Pasoli, they're little corn things. They're white little corn. I don't like them. Everybody loves them. I mean, everybody
You
loves
mean
pozole.
the
It's a,
pine
it's a,
cones, the
yeah,
pine
no, it's not pine
pine
cone.
nuts,
No, mm-mm, no,
the
it's
little
not
white
that.
corn things. They
Yeah,
look
but
like,
it's not that. That's not what it is.
no.
It's
Tell them what
I don't.
tripe is. Tell them
Yeah,
what tripe is.
tripe is pig stomach.
It's not just pig, it could be from any animal.
Yeah.
It's the intestines of the animal. It's very chewy and disgusting as shit. Dogs might like it. Like I might buy it, like I buy gizzards for Hawkeye.
Mm,
By the
yeah,
way,
but it's a
you want to
favorite
keep
here.
your animal healthy, you buy the
Mm,
fucking gizzards. They're like $2, $3. I mean, it lasts like up to 4 dinners
mhm,
for Hawkeye. He's a medium, 35-pound dog.
mhm.
And they're
Give them an
cheap.
egg too.
There's hearts and gizzards. Yeah, you put egg in.
Yeah, give them an
People,
egg.
stop buying canned shit. All you do is boil it, put a little Worcestershire or a little cube in it, something, just for a little flavor. That's it.
Mhm,
Cheap, cheap, cheap.
yeah.
Anyhow, sorry. So go on. Merry Christmas, Joseph.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Christmas, Sarah. I hope she's enjoying. Um,
Yeah.
Go on with this. I want to hear. So they would all do it on the street?
Yeah, so what everybody would actually do is was they would make pozole, but they would make red chili with it, right? And um our chili is actually it's not like the chili you guys are used to. Our red chili is just made with the chili powder that you see in the store, and like little chunks of meat. That's it. And then you would pour that on the menudo or on the pozole. And but anybody you everybody would have their door open, and every you could walk up and down the road and have a bowl of pozole with everybody. One guy
See?
might huh
But
my
now we'll be afraid that somebody's going to come and light you on fire.
well my next door neighbor used to walk around to everybody. He was a fireman, right? And he, everybody, it was a time to be happy then. So he would walk around with a bottle of whiskey and do a shot with everybody, and he did it with everybody on the street. It was,
That's
I mean,
just.
everybody knew everybody then. It was pretty cool. I don't
And
know. It
we
was
always used
just,
to have block parties and stuff like that, but
well, we
Christmas,
didn't have,
everything
yeah,
was very quiet.
yeah, we didn't have block parties or nothing, but we all knew each other.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, we'd close off the blocks and then the adults would stay out later,
yeah. There
Uh,
was a guy that lived. He lived four houses down. He was a World War II veteran officer, right?
those are my babies. I love them.
This guy,
All my
yeah,
vets.
he was, he was really a cool guy, man. He was our janitor at our school. That was his job. But he was some kind
Job is
of
a job.
big, nobody knew it, but this guy was some kind of bigwig in the World War II. But we didn't know. I still don't know.
They
His
all
name was
are.
Holcomb.
All of them are heroes,
He was a hero.
and all of the cabal put them there.
Yeah,
They put your children to war for
they
no
did.
reason. Just
Those,
think that. Just
those,
just remember that.
I hate those people.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take away from that story, but
That's
let's get
okay,
on with
but
the
that's
news,
just how it
Joe.
was. It was just a time to be happy, and you just, man, you wouldn't do that now. Ain't nobody
There's
walking
so, I
around,
mean, yeah. Yeah, even Brooklyn, I'm telling you. I was looking up
except
about
for
the
me.
trains because this whole thing about
Except
the
for me.
trains is killing me. I'm sorry. Did you want to say something?
No, I walk around and talk to all the neighbors. I do. I'm the one that does that still.
What?
I walk around and talk to all the neighbors. I do that.
You
I know
hate
all
your
the people.
neighbors.
Hmm. I know
We
them.
saw you cursing them out.
I've done that too to them. They know.
Yeah, I know. I know. You got your good ones and your bad ones. You don't want to
Hmm.
know what we used to do to our neighbors that didn't cooperate.
Hmm.
It's just
Yeah,
no. Anyhow.
I told her, Helen. Helen says the eyeglasses look great.
Oh,
Helen.
thanks. So
Mhm,
yeah, usually I have to take them off and on and off and on. These have three different visions.
mhm,
They cost a lot of money.
mhm,
Yeah, so great to be insured, right? Just like, okay, so I look straight and I could see far distance. If
mhm.
I look I only have a thin line in the center to see the computer a little
Trifocals.
closer. And then if I look down, I could see my phone. So
Like
they're
check it.
trifocals without the little bumps anymore, you know?
Right.
And
That's what I need.
all she gave me was just a little slit for the computer, and I was afraid it wasn't going to work, but I'm fine. I don't have to I could see perfect with my eyes close up, not distance. I can't see now if I'm looking at the computer, it looks all little like I know it's you, Joe. Can't miss out the white beard and white hair, you big rags, but but thank you, Mama Helen. Merry Christmas, Mama Helen. Merry Christmas, everybody. Miss you
Yeah.
too. It's so not Christmas here. You see, that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
In New Jersey,
I
that's
didn't
what
even
it
put up a
usually looks
tree.
like.
I didn't even put up a tree.
No, because it don't feel like I told that's what my meme was. Christmas comes January 20th. It's very
Yeah.
true. Who feels like it is until then? Who feels safe?
I don't feel safe, not right
No,
now, man. I
this
know
Christmas
it's
is so
dangerous right
generic.
now, especially in the neighborhood I live in. I'm a little scared because I'm a white dude. I look white
What,
anyway.
dude?
I look white to these guys, to these people.
You are white.
Well, half and
My
half.
my friends, all my Puerto Rican friends are 10
Yeah,
times darker than you. Like
I
I had a
know.
lot of Puerto Rican friends growing up. I have no idea why,
I
but when you
know.
talk about certain foods and Mexican, because
Hmm.
like the tamales before the bar opened, I'd be in like quarter to nine people in the morning. Yeah, people like to drink, and it was usually the vets, but I'd be there early in the morning, and there was this one woman. She must have been in her 60s. God knows what time she'd wake up. She'd make all these tamales, three different flavored tamales. And sometimes it was green and red or red. I didn't mind either one. And I don't know, she sold them for $1 maybe. So she must have gone about a mile and a half or 2 miles. And if when she was going back down, she'd go up the Fifth Avenue, Third Avenue. I don't know. I was on Fifth Avenue. And then go back down, and she wouldn't have anything by the time she come back down. She sold everything. I don't know how much she could have made, a couple $100 every day for all I know.
Yeah.
I know this kid, his mother next door, they were next door neighbors. This is crazy, right? Would go every morning and collect the cans because recycling we'd put out, most of the time people didn't have bins. They're supposed to, but they didn't. So these Asian women used to do it a lot in New York, and they'd have aprons on and everything. We'd make fun of these people, but this woman actually did it. She collected cans for over a year and was able to buy her son a Mercedes. Can you imagine? She worked her ass off. She did it for a little over a year, and she bought her freaking son a brand new Mercedes
Yeah.
from collecting recyclables. What a scam, people. I'm sorry.
That
Anyway,
is crazy.
it's a
But
scam. The whole recycling thing is a scam.
the
It's from
the
evil.
aluminum they do recycle. Aluminum does get recycled. The other stuff, I don't think. I'm not
Most
so
of the
sure the
stuff,
plastic does.
most things that um most things can't be recycled
Right. Well, yeah.
because there's either stuff on them like paper,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
blue wrapping
Right.
or a red cap or whatever it is, where
Right.
like the dishwasher shit that's blue, or uh, for
The
the
dye.
clothes,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
they're never in clear bottles, right? Those
Right.
are the ones that can be recycled when they have labels and that was the word I was trying. Labels. When they have labels on them, they can't recycle them the same
Right.
way.
So what they did was because what they did was they have a certain place where they put all the recyclables, but it's right next to where they put all the trash. But they mark it that
Brilliant.
they know where all the plastic stuff is, so that in case they do figure a way to recycle, they know where to go to get all the plastic stuff. That's what I was told. So I don't
I
know if they do that in your guys' neck of the wood, but they do that up the road over here at our trash dump. I
I've
guess.
heard so many different Who knows what's true? And probably every state is different too.
Yeah, that is true too. Because doesn't like New York put all their trash on a barge and send it somewhere? I don't know. I mean, I'm just
No, we
asking.
have the Staten Island dump.
Okay. But what do they do with it? You see what I'm saying?
I don't
Something
know
has to be
that. I
done
don't
with
know.
it
But
once you take it there. I'm just, I, I'm just, I just know the wheels have to go somewhere. They have to end up somewhere.
I don't. Well, what does every other state do with it? You see, Staten
We
Island.
bury it.
Ugh.
We bury it. It's up. See, so if you go west of me, if you go up the road and go west of me, there's, I mean, past our jail, just past the jail where my son is where the dump is. It's very, very large, but they've had a dump all around the city. But now what they did was they built these stations that everybody takes their dump to, and then the dump trucks take all this trash up there and dump it off up there, and then they have these tractors that push it into the holes. You know, they got one side digging, pushing it down, and
Yeah, I
they
get it.
got tractors all over spreading it out, pushing it down, and burying it, and it's way up there on the mesa.
I get it. I
So,
so I even wonder what they did with
the
9/11
landfill is
stuff
what it becomes, Helen. You're right. Yeah.
because 9/11 a lot of the material was brought to the Staten Island dump, and I know that for a fact because my husband had to go look in it.
Right.
He did
Right.
find things you don't want to know, or I shan't say. I don't know. It's why am I talking about this on Christmas? Okay.
Yeah. Weird, huh?
Yeah, I know. We go through the garbage on. Well, conspirators have to go through everything. We really do. There's just so much.
That's where it starts, man. In the garbage,
Yeah,
where they start to throw the garbage, where they try to hide shit.
my school even took on two of the iron beams from the World Trade Center, and they have it sitting there in the yard, tall, like the buildings themselves. So they took the iron beams from the World Trade Center and they use it as artwork to look like the World Trade Centers.
Look at
I
that.
don't
Look
know.
at.
I don't
Oh,
know if
you're
that's good,
right.
bad, or ugly, but it's memorable. All right, let's get on with some subjects. What's this in California? What's going
Oh,
on
the
with, is it
Doge,
Elon?
California. The Doge, California. Ramaswamy and Musk, they're already start, and those people are so scared. They're reaching out to all the other blue states and urging them, hurry up, man, approve the funding for their high-speed rail. You know, that rail that goes from Los Angeles up to San Francisco, right? They want they want us to pay for it. Okay. They've already that
They want
$536
the
million
federal
dollars is
government to
what
pay
they
for
want.
it?
Yeah, they want $536 million dollars right now to
Oh,
pay for that, right?
sure. Why not? Go on, take it.
Right? What it does, the phase one has climate concerns, it promotes health, it improves access and connectivity, it boosts economic vitality, and it
Wait, does this
addresses
have to
current
do with Ram?
highway and rail capacity constraints. How does that
Does this
fit
have to do
into
with
a rail?
Ramaswamy and
Yeah. Well, this is a program by Schiff, Alex Padilla, Jim Costa, Zoe Lofgren, and Pete Aguilar. Those are their council, their the Senate and the House. That's who's promoting this thing. But there's problems with it. You know, they've already spent
the Doge?
$13
Okay.
million dollars and they got nothing done.
Let me explain the Doge. I don't understand it too well. All right. It's the Department of Government
Government
Efficiency,
efficiency.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Hmm.
this is a new thing because I don't ever remember. Maybe it's been around before. I don't think so. I think Elon is
New.
making fun of his own coin, um, Doge. Dogecoin or Dogecoin. Have you ever heard of that? Dogecoin. It's the coin instead of crypto coin, it's the coin that he's kind of pushing. Instead of Bitcoin, crypto coin, he's pushing this Dogecoin.
Hmm.
So it's,
Well, he's
I don't,
always trying to sell a coin. Hmm.
see, but it
Yeah.
makes sense. It's kind of strange. I'm thinking that kind of currency puts the people in charge of the money. Department of Government Efficiency.
Right.
Like I'm like slurring my words lately. Assassination, I've been saying. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making sense here, because
Hmm.
sometimes conspiracies are even over my head, but
Right.
I'm thinking like, okay, so it's DOGE, which is the
Hmm.
Doge coin, which is Department of Government Efficiency. And if we own the coins, then
Right.
we are in charge of the money of government efficiency, meaning if they're not efficient, they're not getting our coins
Exactly.
instead
That's
of
exactly what
tax.
this is.
Is
And
it?
their Democrats are afraid that this rail
Wow.
thing is going to be
I suck at
freaking.
economics.
They're afraid that this rail thing is going to be nixed. That's why they're urging all the blue states to fund this thing before it gets nixed
Why
by
would that
Hillary.
have to be a blue state thing? I'm sorry. A rail is
That,
good.
well, because do you think the Republicans are going to vote for this? Look, they planned this to be a 20th century rail, okay, but it's not due to be built until the 22nd century. So tell me, how is it a good thing by they've already spent $13 million on this.
Well, they're
Nothing was
looking to
done.
save the
They won
future, aren't they?
$536 million more. It's totally supposed to be a total of $130 billion. If they want it that bad, why can't they get the money themselves and build it from their own coffers? Because they have a lot of rich people that could build it that would benefit from that. How is America going to benefit from a rail system that goes from LA to San Francisco? We're not. Okay, we're not. But the people of California might. They'll benefit from it.
Yeah, no. I mean, either California is going to go under.
I don't know, man.
I don't know how to program this thing, Joe. I didn't realize there was a, oh, look,
Yeah.
87 degrees Fahrenheit. He got me a smart mug, so I
Yeah,
don't
look at
have to
that
keep
thing. Isn't
getting
that
up.
cool? Isn't that cool? That's so
But I
cool.
don't think I programmed it right.
You
It
know?
stayed warm, but not hot.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. Might
I
have to
like
go and
my
get more
coffee
coffee.
hot.
Well,
Me,
it's
I
just
like my
because it's
coffee
plugged into
hot.
the computer.
Yeah.
I could
I'm,
probably plug it into the wall and it'd be hotter. That's cool though. The plug that goes into the cup kind of it's magnetic, so it just goes right in. Very nice.
well,
I'm kind of if you see if you're gonna give something like that to California, then you have to do a makeup for New York as well. And no, Hokel, I don't mean cameras in the trains.
you need
Because that's what he's
monitors
what good are cameras in the trains if there's nobody? I mean,
monitoring
maybe
them.
cameras are very cheap. They're a dime a dozen, so I
Yeah.
get it. There doesn't hurt because you could see what happened.
Mhm.
Um,
But somebody should have been there to respond.
well, this is the thing I don't understand. We used to have conductors.
I thought so too, but
Now,
I just asked her that.
who?
Remember? And I asked you if you had those kind of things on the train,
Well, yeah, I
somebody like a
mentioned it.
monitor.
All right, so you would think a conductor is the driver, but there's a driver and conductor of the doors.
Yeah.
And I kind of remember them back when I was a kid, and I tried to find out if this is still true. There's usually only two people on a train now, the conductor and the driver, and maybe a cleaner. Good help that is. There's still the red buttons. They're not the pull chains like I expressed weeks ago. They're a red button to stop the whole train.
Ugh, it's just freaky to me, especially if it stops in the tunnels.
Oh, it's happened.
Yeah, I know that's
One
really
of my
freaky.
first anxieties was on the train, but
I
weird
get it.
enough, I was going
I
over a
get it.
bridge.
Yeah, I get that. Freaky Friday for me.
I don't know.
Just thinking about it because I'm claustrophobic. So,
Yeah,
hey, man,
I
that's what the
get it.
Army did to me, man. They did it.
I don't know. I'm so used to it, But I nowadays I probably have a bit of a problem because I'm more. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I'm on my pills. I'm fine. I don't know. It's fucking weird. But yeah, so I kind of remember there being more conductors when I was younger, more people. So they had these little booths, I've said it, and outside the little booths, there was those pulley change. Now it's a button. And those are the men that they look out, make sure nobody's stuck, right? They look out of their little, when the train stops and the doors open, he opens the doors and he looks out and makes sure that the baby carriage is in or something. And I thought it was every like two or three cars on the train. I mean, they're 60, 70 feet long. You would think that it should be more manned. If
Right.
at least in the front, I mean, the driver can't do shit. So you need somebody with the driver, then you need somebody in the middle, and then you need somebody in the back. This should never have happened.
Do
I
you
don't
think that
understand how it happened, to be honest with you.
do you think they took the people out of those trains that were monitors, like you said, because it got dangerous, more dangerous in the subway cars?
They got cheap,
Yeah, they got cheap.
and they
Yeah.
probably wanted
That's a
danger.
good one. Yeah, yeah, I believe you on that one. Totally.
I, some things don't make sense to me. I don't understand how that happened. Like she overcame a smoke, this woman,
Yeah,
right? And did you read the story? Because I did not.
I did know.
I can't read it. I heard a couple of tidbits about it, but I couldn't even listen to it. Um, but I think was overcome by smoke first, and then how hard was she sleeping, and how come there's no um s- heat heat like there should have been something that showed that I don't know. There's something not right about that whole thing. Maybe Mama Helen knows.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking, but I
F
don't
train.
see.
F train is a long, guys, it's a huge, I mean, I used to take it all the time. And it goes all the way from Coney Island. I would get off at Smith and Ninth, and then it would head down. It's a long line, meaning you know, I even used to get on it when it was parked in the front. Coney Island, of course. I mean, that's just it. I don't know what it's become. Never has been that great, but it just got worse and worse. And they put the AAA baseball there. I can't remember them. Probably Coney. No, wait. I don't remember.
Hmm.
Geez, it's only been 10 years. You'd think I'd remember. I've gone to so many of those games too. But oh well, I don't know. I even knew the owner of Peggy's, and he opened up Peggy O'Neill's. It's a very it's a common name in Brooklyn to have a Peggy O'Neill's here and there, because the Irish, especially in my neighborhood. And we had a couple Peggy O'Neill's, and then the guy opened up a new one in Coney Island. He was a friend of mine for a little bit, and I didn't like him though. Sorry. Um, but he was doing good there. I don't know. I bet there was a lot of mischief. I wouldn't work there. Not at night. Couldn't pay me enough.
Mm-mm. It's getting too dangerous to work at night, to go out at night, to go anywhere after dark.
I always had
Anywhere in the
friends that would
country.
stay and help me and pick me up, make sure I was home all the
Mhm.
time. Or even John would make sure. And he always trusted who was with me. I mean, It came from both of us. So,
Right.
because I mean, I'd get off at work at 5 a.m. some days, 3:30. If it wasn't busy, I was able to close down at 3 a.m., that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's when I couldn't wait to take the morning shifts. I was like, I'm a little too old for this shit, even in my early 30s. Like, I'm too old for this shit. I don't want to do it no more. Luckily, vets drank all time of the day. They were my favorite.
Yeah, they do drink a lot. Yeah, they
Yes,
drank
New
a
York
lot. When I
City
was in the
subway.
army,
They what?
when I was in the army, they drank a lot. People drank a lot.
Because of what they've seen. My
Except for me. I didn't drink.
my good friend Al. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, you're not much of a drinker. My good friend Al, he I think he got hit with shrapnel,
Yeah, I
but
hate that.
he was trying to stop. He told me this very vague story of him trying to stop tanks for some reason. And of course, this is the Vietnam. He was a medic, little guy, shorter than I, and big heart. And I remember I was 13 years old. I'll one day I'll tell that story how I met Al. But I was like 13 or 14 years old, and Al was hitting up the bottle. And he was a bum, guys. He was a bum on the street. Well, well kept, but he was a bum. And I had to pull him away because he had some kind of backflash. And he was trying to stop a Mack truck in the middle of the fucking highway. It was
Oh God.
yeah, yeah. Luckily, I was there. I was going to the store. I happened to see him. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I pulled him away. He didn't live on the subways. He lived outside all year, even in this fucking weather. But we all knew him and helped him out. There were a few like that. Well, there were many like that, I'd say. Yes, New York City subway trains have a red button to activate the intercom
Mm-hmm.
and contact MTA staff in an emergency. The button is located near each end of the car. That makes sense. That's what I said. It was outside the little conductor's booth. I don't know if they even have those booths anymore. Most New York City subway trains are manually operated, and the system uses automatic block signaling and train stops. However, unlike other systems, New York subways have two operators per train. I asked that. No, they're talking operator, they're saying the driver.
Mm-hmm.
It would be much better if there were three or four people on the train, but they couldn't afford it. You know how many trains there are?
And there you go, Carolyn. That's what gets me. There you go, right there. Here they say they can't afford it. How are they going to afford it? Yet they keep giving all of our money to other countries. So how the fuck can we
They don't.
say they can't afford it? They can afford it. They don't want to afford it. That's what it is. They don't want to afford it. They can afford it.
Well, they've been robbing us blind.
Exactly. That's what I'm
So if
getting.
they're robbing us blind, then they're
That's what I'm
saying they
getting.
can't afford it.
But they can. You
Anybody
know
like
damn
our
well they can.
backgrounds?
Yeah.
You're just
I was
just a
that's what I was
sweet
doing
little,
when I was going like
they're just a
that.
little different Joe's and mine.
Mhm. That's
I thought it was
my
a cute
that's my
idea for
artsy
Christmas.
friend right there that did that.
Whatever. I know. I have people asking me now to do their backgrounds and such. I'm like,
She does them
ooh.
good, man. Look at them, man. They're great, man. Look at that. You can't argue with that. I love them. See, look.
I don't know.
And look, they're timed right too.
Mine's a little bit ahead, I
Yeah,
think. I
I
didn't take a
they
look. Is anybody else on the chat? I feel bad. Okay,
yeah,
let's go
they
on to the
yeah,
next
yeah.
subject. I have to get freaking hot coffee. This is
Last week, two trains struck in tunnels and people had to get out and walk through the darkness till they got to the station. Oh God. I would be thinking the whole time walking through that freaking tunnel, is another freaking train gonna come through and freaking crash? or they can hit me, run me over, what? Damn. Yeah, homeless woman was actually set on fire. So much for cameras. Supposedly, he set her on fire and walked out of the train and sat outside and watched her burn. I'm sure once her clothes caught on fire, she couldn't put it out. She should have jumped down on the ground and rolled, right? Wouldn't they
That
stop,
whole
drop, and roll?
story does not sit with me well,
Right.
guys. It
Stop,
kind
drop,
of
and
makes me
roll is what it's supposed to be.
hate it. I hate to say this about
Yeah.
the people that have, where'd you go, Joe?
Oh, sorry.
Where the people have passed
I
away,
was
but
letting
it
everybody
might
look at her
be
back.
something that's happened in the past and they're just reliving it.
Right.
I can't, things are not wrapping around my head too well.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
And if I'm
I get it.
questioning it, then other people are.
Hmm. We all are. I think we all are still. Yeah.
Helen says regarding recyclable plastics and cans is no good because the glue, that makes sense.
Yeah. You
Label
said
gets
that. Yeah.
infused with the plastic, yeah, and the paint cans are yeah, paint cans, forget it.
Well, yeah. But on the aluminum cans, when they smelter down the aluminum, that shit burns off. So that's okay. That's why those things are able to be recycled, the aluminum cans.
Aluminum is no good for the human body. In fact, a lot of people don't use aluminum when they're cooking anymore.
Yep.
Now, I would have to say that it would take a lot for aluminum to really get into your food and stuff. Like, I really think so, but I understand the concern.
I do too.
There's just too many. There's just too many. I mean, the water is the most dangerous, I think. If they're not, okay. Yesterday on the live, when I went live, Joe, I said, I don't know if you listened to it yet. I don't know if you're gonna
Yeah,
listen
you
to
and
it
me listened to it last night. Don't you remember?
because I wanted to show you this pot.
Yeah. There we
Okay,
go.
so I said that we're gonna have problems with electrical and water
Hmm.
if it's not happening to you already.
Oh. Mm.
And no, I don't remember shit, Joe. I've been sleeping on and off like crazy. Because things are changing, whatever. And sure enough, my brother-in-law is over my mother-in-law's house, staying over. And she's the
Mhm.
one close, she's in southern Jersey. She's not close to Bedminster, but she's close to the bases like Fort Dix. And they lost power. They lost power for almost a full day or something.
Wow.
Um, and I called it. It's just, oh, my stepson saying thank you for the Christmas gifts. Money. Because what do you give a 29-year-old? I can't believe he's
Right. I gotta do that too tonight.
my other
Gosh.
stepson's 33. My
Yeah.
God. Um, Mike was at mom's on Sunday and slept over. The power went out all day into the night. Even the stores were closed.
Wow.
Guys, I promise you, John wrote that to me today. I did not see that until today. I don't lie. I have no reason to lie. But I I'm kind of I called it. Like, what can I say? I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you the truth. All right? They're gonna get rid of all this third dimensional crap. This crap was built to keep the men paying, to keep people giving in to the society and not getting back. Well, giving into they're going to the Fed's pockets. We know this, but it's supposed to make a train in California. Bullshit. That's why it will take 5,000 years because they just put a bit of money in it and they put the rest in their pockets. Oh, and they give kickbacks to these laborers, right? Hi. What's up, Darian? Merry Christmas.
Say hi.
I can't breathe.
He's got a
He's
cold.
not. Yeah, he can't breathe. He's not feeling so
It's
well.
seasonal allergies.
Allergies.
Yeah,
Allergies. Gotta say it like that.
he can't breathe.
You gotta get ingredients for hot tea. That's in there.
Dad's always
He's
annoying.
always good.
Always drinking
Oh, it's
coffee, bro. You need to drink tea, bro. That's too much coffee.
You know.
Hold pot to yourself.
There was something good for that. I mean, the neti pot was really good, but I doubt you guys have one. It's really
We did.
disgusting.
We did.
You do have a neti pot
Mhm. Yeah, I have
with
a
the
couple of them.
sailing? Yeah, it would make sense that you had it. Man, guys, after Joe got the test done, I'm not going to say which test because if you don't know which test I'm talking about, right? After he got that done, his whole system was messed up. I mean, I remember him before and I remember him afterwards.
Yeah.
Now it's getting a little better, but it took like 3 freaking years. It's
Yeah.
a little better. I mean, every day he'd wake up stuffed and hurting, like hurting. It wasn't natural. That shit's not natural. There's no way. We looked it back up, right? There's no way it was 1983 that we had 8 of those to give to the children, and now we have 90. What the fuck is wrong with people? Who
Right.
buys into this shit?
Why do we need so much?
Yeah, it's
I
like, oh,
hate
did
drugs,
God
man.
not
I
do his
hate drugs.
job?
Yeah. I did enough when I was younger, believe it or not. And I'm telling you, they ain't no good. None of
Right?
them are good. Man, they're not good.
Nothing man-made. Okay. There's a reason we have holistics now, and it's been out forever. Other
Helen,
countries had it much better than America. America was very blinded.
yeah, Helen is asking us how we both have the same background at the same time. She did it. I told you, she's my artsy friend, Helen. She did it.
I created a background for myself,
Hmm.
and then I set one for Joe. It's just a tad different.
Yeah, it's just a
It's
tad.
except for some of them, like the cross
Mhm.
isn't different. The
This one's
colors are a bit different.
mhm.
Just a little thing. And
The fire's different. Look at the fires, guys.
no, no, these are
This is
different.
different. Yeah,
Merry
look at that.
Christmas.
Isn't that, I love it. It's beautiful.
And then we tried to put them on at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just off by like what, a second.
Look
So
and see the colors
the
here are
colors
different.
are a bit
Yeah,
different. We just kind of fold around. And then I
yeah.
sent it to him.
It was
Like I
fun.
sent it to you, the cats. We have to get them in back of you
Yeah.
somehow. We want the meow meows in back of you. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anybody wants one, I'll make it for you for
Hmm.
free. I don't charge people. I don't know why, but I don't. I
Yeah.
just don't. What do I care? I'm comfortable. Many people don't have what I have, so. Right, Joe? Joe knows. Okay.
Right. So I'm going to tell you about the next story because this is proof positive that they have cheated, even not in this last election, but in the one prior. So there's a woman charged with trying to register dead people in Pennsylvania, a battleground state. Her name is Jennifer Hill. She was arrested Thursday. She's accused of trying to register dead people, including her own father, to vote in 2024. She used an app to register them. She registered 324 people for the new Pennsylvania project. 181
People.
of them were successful, 129 were not successful. And while this was going on, an 84-year-old man who voted in Florida in person also voted through mail-in ballot in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Don't know if it was Dems or Republicans she was registering, but she was trying to register dead people.
Wait, she didn't care if it was Republicans or Democrats?
Yeah, they don't know who she was registering. They don't know. They don't know if it was Republicans, Democrats, who it was. You know who she
Really?
was
They don't know
registering.
people?
You know who she was
324
registering.
votes, you just look at like 10 of them and you could
Yeah,
tell.
right. She even registered another dead person that actually used to live in her own house.
I don't get it. I don't get
So do you remember me telling you that that guy over here, he told me that he took up his grandpa's card and his dad's card and his own card, and he went to 3 or 4 different places to vote? That's how they cheat.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
See? That's how I've been saying they're cheating.
Yeah, but
You
what
can't
I
do
need to
that.
know, 324, it's a lot. It
Mhm.
does count as a lot, but are they getting paid for it, or is this a hush hush, or is it themselves? Are they just wackadoodles? I want to know the truth.
Well, I wonder if they do
Something,
get paid. It was for a program called New Pennsylvania Project. So I don't know if they get paid or if it's volunteer work or not.
it can't be volunteer work to go and change vote. People
Oh
that
man, the
vote.
Democrats are weird.
Mm, ugh.
I don't know. I just don't know. I got to look up the Pennsylvania Project. Let's do that right now.
I need to get coffee. You want to take a 2-minute break? Is anybody watching? We got a few people watching.
Yeah, let's take a 2-minute break. That way I can take a real quick break and I'll look up that Pennsylvania Project real quick, okay?
Real quick. You got it. You got it.
Love it. Love it. You're awesome.
Hold on, let me
You know what?
Yes.
Let's do that.
I need coffee, guys. That's why I need it. Oh, you see, there's the Christmas background. I have so much. I wanted to do a Christmas thing for Trump, but I have just been sleeping, and I hope you guys too.
And I got something when we come back. Good one.
Yeah, I'll
About that.
play America.
Okay, I love America. I love America, by the way, everybody. That's why I offered my life for it when I was younger.
Well, this is only the short version. It's only 55 seconds, but I could play the long version. I don't know. So that waterway freaks me out. Let me see. Play this one. Sounds is on, right? Dude, you just don't make it fucking easy, do you?
Yes, you can hear it.
Very good. I will be back. Nice, there's fireworks going off here.
Survived attack on her in civil turmoil, peace and war. The flag flies proud and we salute her. Free men stand, we have no masters. America, land of liberty. America, home of the free. America. Kneel before no idol or man, with hope, prayer, and steady hands, we will die for our beloved homeland. protector from enemies outside or within America. Land of liberty, America. Home of the free, America. America, the land of the free and home of the brave.
All right. Looks like her kitty cat got out. They're gonna have to, she's gonna have to go fetch him. But I was just looking at this other article. It says a conservative rapper new Christmas song mocking the woke is going wildly viral. Thought I'd tell you what it was. It's the song title is "Screw the Woke." It's set to the tone of "Let It Snow." Screw the woke, let it snow. The guys that he's Tom McDonald. I don't really listen to the guy. He's a guy that's got tattoos all over. He's a blonde haired dude with
Probably like,
tattoos
screw the
everywhere.
woke, screw the woke, screw the woke.
There you go. You know it. Yeah, you're the yeah. See, that's I rely on you for that.
Hold on. It is freezing out here. Mother.
Ooh,
Can't wait till I move further south.
frozen. She a frozen girl.
I'm not frozen.
Yeah, thank God we're saying bye to Joe. Screw the woke, screw the woke, screw the woke. Well, the tide is finally turning. Kamala's speech is slurred.
Screw the woke, screw the woke, screw the woke.
And the mainstream media is dying. The viewers shaving their heads and crying. What is a woman? Well, they still don't know. Screw the woke, screw the woke, screw the woke, screw the woke. I love it, man. It's pretty good. You guys like it? Do you like it?
I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah, of course you guys do. You guys got it.
Well, I try to follow everybody. Okay.
Yeah. He does oh,
My
we're off.
hair
Look
is
at us,
just
we're off.
doing the biting thing. Ugh. What?
We're off.
We're off.
Yeah,
You
back. Our backgrounds.
like riding.
Our backgrounds.
You didn't hear that, I guess.
Oh, you like writing. Of course you do.
I don't know, with the whole thing with the meat before, I thought
Oh God, that
you
was
want me to
fucking
you want to
hilarious.
fix it?
That was so hilarious. Yeah,
Let's see
let's
if we
do
could fix our backgrounds.
it.
Let's see if we could do it, guys. I have a lot of backgrounds, so he's got to give me a minute. And okay. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, now. Oh, you went on 3. That's all
Yeah,
right.
let's go back and do it
You
again.
want to do it again? Oh,
Yeah, do it
Jesus.
again.
1, 2, 3, now. That's close enough.
Okay. Cool
See,
beans.
that's how we did it, Mama.
There you go, guys. Now you know our secret. The secret is out.
Okay.
I thought that
Let's
was a
see.
pretty cool. I thought that was a pretty cool article when I saw that. I go, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's
Finally.
really good. He
Yeah.
came out with a lot of stuff. I like him and that redheaded guy. Oh God, he's real pale. Bright red hair. He's got to be in his 30s. And he
With
does
the
all these
guitar.
comedy skits. Sometimes he dresses as a woman, even. Like it's all
Oh,
comedy about like politics. Like I just remember the one where he dresses as he puts on the pigtails, like he has like a blue bathing suit on, pretending to be a guy swimmer
hmm.
when all that shit came out, right? I can't remember his name, but he's great. You try to follow all of them. There's just too many people. There's more of us that come out with these ideas, like our type of channel or people that are pro-Trump that than what the 5 uh Democrat channels on YouTube. If there is any, I don't even know. They haven't been popping up for me. Okay. Let's see. So that was interesting. So what's next? Do we have another one? I think we had
Oh,
another
we do. Yes. Mr. Mayorkas.
Mayorkas.
He finally admits he could have blocked the migration flood. Oh yeah, of course he could have. He said
Excuse me? He admits what?
he could have blocked the migration flood.
Did none of us know this?
Yes,
Is
we
this
all.
brand new information for any of us?
But he actually admits it. Because we would have taken executive action more rapidly if he had known in 2020 that the Republicans would reject his January 2024 border bill. Yeah, you're going to try to put a fucking border bill when we got a big major problem like that, fucking 4 years after you go into fucking office? Are you kidding me, you fucking idiot?
Well,
This
that's the
guy's an idiot.
thing. They know
So,
they have no
yeah,
choice. They're
right,
left.
right.
The whole country has hit rock
Let
bottom,
me
and there's
finish
no
this.
other way to go but up.
Right.
Now, tell me who's in the hospital. Tell me who is in the hospital.
I don't remember what I don't.
Yes, you do. You're the one that told
Yeah,
me.
I know, but yeah, okay.
Okay, we
I
got
can't.
Pelosi,
Yeah,
right? With the
yeah,
whole hip thing,
yeah,
and Mr. Bill Clinton. Isn't that what you told me?
yeah. And he got released. He did get
Well,
released.
what happened? Oh, sure
Yeah,
he
I
got.
don't know. I don't know about what happened with Bill Clinton. Let me finish reading this real quick. He said this was a deliberate plan to remake our country through illegal immigration. And they thought they could force the Republicans to capitulate and basically codify open borders. Mayorkas was asked why wait 5 months before the election to put in place asylum restrictions that would have cut off the flow. He touted that thing we went through with the masks and all that that fake sickness, and as one reason for the surge of illegal aliens. That's why they came here, because of that sickness, and that he had to deal with a broken immigration system. Broken? They broke it. They refused to enforce it, and that's what makes it broken. These people
Yeah,
are
I mean,
out of their
Trump laid
mind.
down all the rules and regulations and was building the wall. And he did have
And what did they do
Mexico
day
pay
one?
for it.
What did they
Mexico
do
was
day
paying for it.
one?
What?
What did they do day one? They
All right,
stopped everything he
they
was doing.
stopped all the work. Yeah.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, even Trump got it out of the military bills or something. He had, which makes sense. Protection of this country would be military. Hello, drones.
That's their first job. That's Congress's and the president's first job, is to protect our borders, not everybody
Well,
else's, our
like,
borders.
so the president is the chief, right? He is the head of the
Commander
army.
in chief.
He is the head of the right, commander in chief. He is head of the army, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
He is
He
the
is
one
in
that has to
charge.
say it.
That's
So
right. What he says
you,
goes.
even though we blame Mayorkas because it goes
Mhm.
all the way down to Mayorkas, it still comes from the top.
That's right.
But the top was not Biden. The top was not Obama, and the top was Shirley. And don't call me Shirley, not Soros.
Right.
Okay. There's other people,
Above
and they
them.
ain't stupid enough to have their names in the newspaper that you know it daily.
And it's
Sorry.
like the
That's why it's
guys,
not
the
Soros.
guys
That's
or
why
the
it's not
boys
Obama.
will
They are
get
the puppet.
mad. And
What?
the guys or the boys will get mad if they do something wrong. I heard that phrase one time, when they were talking privately. So it's like somebody else is controlling them, a group of other guys controlling them. So I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? We know that our Congress and our president don't seem to be in charge, but Trump is going to make us in charge again, because this is our country. This is not their country, and they have no right to sell any part of it to any country. And they did. They sold to Russia and they sold to China. When the way they sold to Russia was they sold our uranium to Russia. And I'm sorry, guys, but the Republicans were in on that one too. Remember?
Not Republicans. They're just the cabal. Stop with the
Cabals.
fucking
Well, there you go.
three-dimensional shit.
That's true.
Democrats, Republicans, three-dimensional crap.
True.
It's
You're
their
right. Yeah.
system to get you
One and the
thinking
same.
that way.
One and the same. Yeah, you're right. One and the same.
Evil or good, that
Right.
I accept.
Yeah.
Cabal or not cabal, that I accept. On
Yeah,
this
you're right.
channel, Joe, you could tell the news.
This Joe.
He did sell a car to a lady today, but it's really late. Well, it's not even 10 there, maybe. So, but that would be odd. Uh, they just wanted them to vote for. Yeah, I know. It is about the voting. What did I want to talk about
It
now?
was, yeah.
Was it the lady?
No, it was just somebody just to
Wrong number.
I'll have to tell you later.
Okay. You know, I have something to say to people that don't believe in aliens for a second. You know, we're Homo sapiens, right? We've been around for quite a while, before Jesus, before the Bible. That is absolutely proven just on our world. Now, for those that think that God did not create any other species or anything like that, then explain to me not just the earthly animals, because you might say, well, he did that for us, right? Explain to me why he created and destroyed the dinosaurs. What the fuck were they? They're not even close to being in his image. I I don't think it was dinosaurs. I think they were always these reptilians. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Kind of does. Kind of fits in there. Um, did you have anything else or was that it?
Uh, not right now.
I was talking about Sylvia Brown yesterday, and I totally forgot to mention that her biggest connection was Montel Williams, because I think he had MS, right? And she told him about it. She predicted it. Yeah, 1 out of 10 fucking people are gonna have a fucking, it's just gonna happen, right? That she's gonna get lucky once in a while. But we know more now, don't we? We know
Hmm.
that he is cabal.
That's right.
Because not only was he part of this bullshit that probably hurt more people than ever could helped, with her being a psychic. I wonder if that guy Randy is still alive. Randy, I don't know if he's a doctor or but he offered $1 million to anybody that could prove that they're psychic. And nobody has taken that money in like 30 years. Not even Uri Geller. If you guys know who I'm talking about, the bending of the spoons, that's Uri Geller. Yeah, the women were looking at him and not what the fuck he was doing, right? But anyhow, so those two are connected because then you have Montel and you have Kamala, right? It goes back. That's why I'm thinking like all those day shows. I mean, Jerry Springer is married to a judge and he was a mayor. What the fuck is wrong with you, Jerry? Promoting crap like that on TV. So let everybody, oh, because Jerry Springer has a show. It's okay that we can be white trash every once in a while. There's worse out there than us. At least we clean up our six pack at night. You know, come on. It's just to show, like, ugh, have the worst of people. How about showing the best of people? The fuckers.
Hmm.
It's not entertainment when it's people's lives, even if they think so. You should be smarter. You were a mayor after all. Married a judge, didn't you? I just can't stand them. I never could understand those day shows. Of course, Oprah being one of the worst things ever. Um, and you aren't part of the cabal, and you aren't part of cabal, and you aren't part of us. Oprah Winfrey Network backwards is NWO. Like, there are no coincidences. And their symbolism was terrible. It's terrible because we're figuring it out this way and that, putting things together. All right. I have one more thing to share. And God help me if this is even close to being true. I'm going to put my little notes up here, right? Can you see that, Joe?
Binary.
Yeah. All right. Now, it's kind of more, I don't know if it's been proven that all of existence is part of, it's mathematical, scientific, or part of the binary code, right? And I don't know why I can't help it. I've been thinking this for years, ever since it's become um a thing. Everybody knows LOL, laugh out loud, right? Um, these things have been coming out of nowhere. Some pick up, right? Some pick up like smack my head, SMH. Um, BRB, be right back. Like some of them just pick up, right? And then others some people make up and they just don't pick up, but why LOL? I don't know why. It bothers me to holy heck. LOLOLOLO.
That's binary code.
Yeah, laugh out loud. They made it where it means our livelihood, where we come from, every like probably almost the foundation of humanity is binary because we're very simple. We're down to the simplest form here. And they went ahead to me and made fun of it. They're laughing out loud. Trudeau. Trudeau is the ruler of a god, Thor. Whether we believe in Thor or not, that's their fucking mindset. They mocked us every which way. Very good, Joe. You recognize the binary. I
Hmm.
just want I look, I can't stand it, but there are no coincidences. I can't stand repeating it anymore that there are no coincidences. Um, there's no coincidences that Hanukkah started this year on, I believe, Christmas. And that January 20th, when the president gets inaugurated into office, isn't a date, it's not a seasonal date or anything. It's the sign of from a Capricorn to Aquarius. There are things we haven't been told. Um, and I'm trying to sit here figuring them out, and so many others are too. And I'm very happy for my brothers and sisters that are awake. Mama Helen, thanks for joining us. Bill Black, thanks for leaving me the note. I'll go right back to you. And Joe,
To do Sylvia
Merry
just like,
Christmas. I don't know if he's doing homework right now.
nope, I'm not. Merry Christmas, everybody. Love you
Montel, did
all.
you do Sylvia just like Kamal? Yes, that's what I was saying, Mama. Yeah. Okay. And if that's that, let me stop sharing so we can say a proper fare thee well. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año de felicidad. Right? I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Are you ready to go, Joe? I don't know what you're doing.
Ah, nothing.
Nothing. You ready to go then?
I'm ready.
Take care.